A certain somebody is talking wild on the internet right now.
Yo, what's up guys, AJC Noob Gamer here, and if you guys don't know by now, 2Hype has been catching some heat lately, alright? There have been a lot of controversy lately because of LosPollosTv, okay? If you guys don't know, Los was an ex-member of 2Hype, and he recently came out on a stream saying all the truth behind it, basically what's been happening and everything like that. So, guys, in today's video, we're basically going to be talking about 2Hype and the story behind all this drama, okay? A lot of people in this, that's watching this video, you may not know what's been happening, or you may have heard of it, but you don't know the full story. So guys, in today's video, that's what we're going to be doing. We're just going to be basically dissecting what's been happening, hear both sides of the story, and you guys can make your own judgment. I'm also going to give my opinion at the end of the day, at the end of the video. But right now, let's get into the facts and basically how it all started. Okay, so we're going to start off with Los. Basically what Los said on the stream. So Los came on his stream and he was actually talking about, what happened with the whole 2Hype situation, okay? So if you guys don't know, Los was an ex-member of 2Hype, like I said. Him, TD was also another member that also left. So them two were ex-2Hype members, and they're recently no longer associated with 2Hype. If you guys don't know, Los has been streaming, and he's been streaming from home. He's not in the same house he was in LA, or even when he just recently moved out of the 2Hype house to that, that penthouse in LA. He's not in that place anymore. He's back home, and guys, he's been streaming a lot. And he recently came out on a stream talking about the situation and what's been happening, okay? So he basically said, guys, I'm also going to show some footage, but he basically said, some members, he referred to them as the tall one, which is basically LSK, we all know that, and the older one, which is Zack TTG, who he has been mates with, forever, okay? They basically grew up on Twitch together, doing everything together. So it was really hard to see that, but he was basically saying how much they were talking behind their back.
It's at a certain point, it's like, bro, I'm not like this with any friends. There's no friends of mine who talk shit about me. No friends of mine talk shit about me behind my back. No one. You're not, that's not a friend. I wasn't doing or saying anything because I was in a group. I was a part of a group.
Now, guys, he didn't go into too much detail, but basically what he mostly said was, after all the feud and after, people were talking behind their back and stuff, he kind of reached out to Zack TTG, okay? He reached out to Zack TTG.
I was a part of a group, and I wanted this shit to stay together, bro, and I wanted to, be cool with everyone. And I've tried multiple times, bro.
And he said, yo, you want to sort this out, blah, 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 can we, He was basically trying to apologize and trying to get back on the good side because, yeah, at the end of the day, guys, they were trying to still be friends at the end of the day, okay? Even though they're not in 2Hype anymore, or Los isn't in 2Hype, he wanted to do it right and try to become mates or rekindle the friendship he had with Zack. Now, basically, what happened was Zack supposedly left him on red for one full month. Now, he never said what he responded, but he said, he basically left him on red. So this was Lo's side, and he was just basically saying how they were all talking smack. I don't want to swear, guys, but they're all basically talking smack about Los behind his back. And, when they were at the 2Hype house, he just felt like he was trapped. He felt like, he was depressed or whatever. He didn't really call it depression because he said he doesn't think he has depression, but he said it was the worst time of his life being in that 2Hype house, okay?
And I literally was it got to the point last night, after that whole ordeal, I literally was why am I keeping this bottled up?
He didn't give too much details on the specifics that happened, but all that happened was that they were talking smack, basically, LSK and Zack TTG, okay? They were basically talking so much smack, and, at the end of the day, Los thought they had his back, and Los just felt betrayed. Which, I understand. Now, we don't know to what extent they were talking smack. Were they saying, crazy stuff to him? Were they, doing mean stuff to him? We don't really know. But he was just basically saying, he wasn't feeling happy and all that. Now, he did say that, with Jesser, with Mopi, and with, jiedel, he was cool with. He said, yo, those guys are cool, or even Cash as well.
Mopi fucking reaches out to me all the time. We talk, and he's a fucking good guy, bro. I got no problems. Him, jiedel, Jesser, Cash, TD, Mal. No problems.
If you guys don't know, he also had a feud with Cash, but he said that he was cool with all of them. It was just LSK and Zack he had a problem with. Now, what does this kind of mean? In all honesty, there was all this controversy. People were actually saying that Mopi was the one that kind of told, you know, that basically, I wouldn't say snitch, because like I don't like disagree with what Mopi was doing, but Mopi basically told Los that, yeah, he was the one that was like LSK and Zack TTG were the one like spreading rumors, or they were talking smack, whatever. And supposedly, like, I don't know how true that was, but there was just rumors saying that Mopi was the one that did that. So Mopi, if you were that person, you know, you're still a good person for doing something like that. But we just don't know to what extent. So that was Los's side of the story. Now, he didn't really go into too much detail about like if they really did anything bad to him, but just at the end of the day, he just thought that he was feeling betrayed, them talking smack to him, especially with him living in the house, and he felt like he wasn't treated right, okay? And you know, sometimes you don't blame the guy for feeling treated like that, especially if you're the one that's getting like roasted all the time. If you guys don't know, even his Twitch stream, they all roast Los, okay? They all love roasting Los, so I understand. You know, sometimes you might take it too far, but that is Los's side of the story, guys. And you know, when he tried to rekindle the friendship with Zack, he said that Zack just left him on red and just left him to dry, and that's basically his side of the story, okay? So we're gonna look at it now from LSK's perspective, and you know, he recently had a stream as well talking about it, so we're gonna summarize that and go through that. Okay, so we're gonna talk about LSK and his stream and how he basically explained or defended himself. Now, LSK was basically saying that there was a lot of stuff that was happening behind the scenes, and it wasn't just like them talking smack, okay?
Making this thing like we kicked him out because of just on some random shit. First of all, it wasn't even, I hate saying kicked out. Like, you guys don't understand, like, chat, you don't understand real life situations. Like, living with somebody, you know, like, it's actually crazy.
Supposedly what they were saying was 2Hype was becoming a brand, and it was becoming this thing, and in order for it to grow, everyone had to kind of take it seriously, all right? It's a team effort. Everyone had to contribute, but LSK was saying that he didn't feel like Los was contributing to the team, okay? You know,
I thought they were my friends. This was a friend group, and you just kicked me out. Bro, if you want to take it like that, so be it. But that was, we tried to tell you, like, all the guys, man, like, we tried to, like, be nice about it, and like there was like, how do you know what I'm saying, like it was just a tough situation. We were like, bro, like we've tried to get this man in YouTube videos for 2.5 years. Y'all even see it. Y'all can go on our channel, bro. Like we would desperately drag this nigga into videos.
He was streaming and stuff, but he noticed that he started streaming better when he left 2Hype, when Los left 2Hype. He thought that he felt like too comfortable in his position and, you know, everything like that. So he really thought that he was actually benefiting from leaving 2Hype.
2Hype's doing good. We're doing big ass fucking things. Everybody in 2Hype's doing big shit. Los is doing his shit, right? Ever since he left 2Hype, or I'm sorry, kicked out of 2Hype, his streams have been booming.
Now, the reason why is because like LSK, or you know, the whole group in general, they were kind of like pushing like, yo guys, we need to start making more content, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Twitch. Now LSK didn't say he was forcing Los, but he really wanted Los to stay focused and to really grind out, whether it was Twitch or even start uploading more on YouTube. Now, he thought that Los wasn't really doing that. Los was kind of just lounging around, like if you guys notice in the videos, you notice that Los is sleeping all the time. Supposedly that was actually what was happening. Now LSK was saying that he was just sleeping all the time. He was waking up at like 11 a.m. whatever, 12 p.m. whatever they thought. And he wasn't just putting in the work that everyone else was towards this brain. And you know, sometimes he wouldn't show up to like group videos or anything like that. And he kind of made all this explanation.
Hey, Zack had his little, you know, moment. He wasn't uploading, but that nigga showed up to everybody's videos, bro. And that's all it really is.
Now, he said that at the end of the day, it was more of a business decision than anything, okay? Now, I don't really know what he's talking about when it comes to like, was he actually talking smack, or was he just talking more just like Los isn't putting effort enough? Now, if that's the smack he was talking, I don't really disagree with that. Like, I understand. And you know, 2Hype is still like, I won't say a business, but it's a brand at the end of the day, and you want everyone contributing the same amount, or you know, pushing towards making the 2Hype brand better.
We would desperately ask you, hey bro, hang out with us. You ain't gotta be in a video, but hang out. You sleep till 10 p.m. It's tough. And that kind of vibe, like environment, like you're a streamer, we get that. We encourage you to do that. We didn't want to mess that up for you. That's what we were really about. We knew what your passion was, bro. We knew what you wanted to do. And we were like, hey, you go do that. But you can't just sit here and say like, oh, I'm in 2Hype, and you're not in 2Hype, bro. You were never into hype. You always keep saying, oh, it's a L hype or whatever. Nigga, it wasn't about clout. We don't give a shit about clout. If we did, we would have kept Lewis. He got shit. He get the most views on stream right now. He got his chat hella lit.
Because, you know, that's the problem, guys. Like, having them become too hype is like basically friends having a business together. Sometimes friends and businesses don't mesh well together, and it's because, you know, you might have different views and values and like your vision for it. Okay, LSK might have a vision where he thinks Too Hype can be the next FaZe clan or whatever, while Los just kind of like just says the name Too Hype because that's when all of them are together and they're kind of just chilling. So I kind of understand where LSK is coming from when it comes to this. And you know, I don't know to what extent was he talking smack or even Zack talking smack, but that was what LSK was explaining when it came to all that. Now, LSK also did say that Los wasn't paying rent. Okay, he said it in a quick clip here.
Oh nah, I just wanted to, you know, get my, you know, live with my boy. Bro, it was deeper than that, bro. Come on. Come on, don't play that card. Don't play that card. Come on. Come on. Late on rent, bro. Come on. Don't, Lewis. Come on. Don't let it get there.
That he wasn't paying rent, and you know, he said that, yeah, like Los made it come across like, oh, it's just like I want to move out because of this, and LSK was basically saying like, yo, like Los, you didn't pay rent, like you were late on it, blah 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 blah. So maybe it was becoming an issue of that. Was Los bringing up the money that he was supposed to promise? Like, I know they are friends, okay, guys, they are friends, I understand that, but at the end of the day, you got rent to pay, and if someone's not holding their weight, there's really not much you can do, okay? You don't want to have to keep spotting them and keep shouting them, like paying for their, you know, rent or whatever. So it's really up to them how they wanted to figure that out. But the way they came, or LSK came to the conclusion was, you know, he has to get out of Too Hype, and that was that. But that was basically his explanation of it. Like I said, guys, we're gonna get into more of like my opinion in a bit, but we're gonna head to Zack's story because Zack also had a stream where he was explaining it, and he was explaining some other stuff as well. But that was LSK's side, so let's head over to Zack's side. All right, so let's get into Zack TTG's stream now. Zack one was kind of a bit different. He didn't really attack, you know, the situation with Los directly. He was talking more about his like kind of like stuffed up toxic relationship he was having, and he was saying that he just really couldn't deal with any of it, and he was kind of just trying to figure out his own thing. Okay,
it's hard coexisting with someone that does the same thing that you do. It was hard to stream in the same room when another person was streaming. You got to share the internet, you got to share the space, you got to share the sound, you got to share the whole fucking room, you got to share everything, you got to share your closet, you got to share it all.
If you guys don't know, he broke up with like Woofy, I think her name was, and it was a while ago. I didn't really know about this until, because I didn't follow him on Instagram. I just followed Zack on YouTube, but he barely uploads, so I didn't really know what his status was. But he had a girlfriend named Woofy, I remember that, and they broke up and it got like super toxic, but he has a new girlfriend now. But he was saying at the time, like, he was living with her, you know, and they weren't basically together, but they were still living together, and Zack started to do all this stuff, and she started doing toxic things, and just kind of like all this like stuff that happened.
Financially, mentally, emotionally, physically, everything. I support this other person. If you guys have never been in a relationship like that, it's very taxing on yourself, let alone the relationship.
Like, I don't really want to get into that because that's not really about Los and the whole Too Hype thing. But he was just basically saying that he was in a really dark place. He was depressed, and it was hard for him to really focus on anything else.
I was dealing with anxiety and depression for the first time in my life. Now, for those of you that are going through the shit or have gone through it, it fucking sucks.
Okay, and now he didn't really, like I said, he didn't really address it completely, like straight on, but he just said with the whole Los situation, he was still my boy, but he just couldn't really handle, and he thought he lost all his relationship because supposedly Woofy was actually against like Zack and Los being friends. Okay,
you guys know that me and Lewis were best friends, literally best friends. He was probably the closest person. I was closer to him than anyone else on the internet. He comes out here, right? We're still good friends. I get in this relationship. This other person hates Lewis, hates him, talks about him all the time, tries to tell me how bad of a person he is, tries to tell me how he's this and that. I'm not allowed to talk to him. I'm not supposed to hang out with him. blah blah blah, gets mad when I go to his room. But this is my guy, you know, like that's my brother, you know.
So like Zack felt like he was just, you know, in the house full of two hype members, but he wasn't actually a part of, you know, two hype. Like he never really hung out with the boys, he never really hung out or anything like that, and it's because the girlfriend was like preventing him from doing any of that. So guys, he didn't really address it completely, but he was just basically saying that was the reason for everything that was happening. Okay, now guys, that's basically all that I have to say when it comes to like a short summary of everything. I know you guys don't want to hear me talk for like 30 minutes, but that's basically what's been happening. Now before I give my personal opinion though, there is something that has popped up that I didn't know about until now, and TD and thatwalker actually came out. Well, more like thatwalker. But if you guys don't know, thatwalker was, you know, one of the YouTubers that was like, he was kind of like in two hype. Like he would make videos with them. He was in the two hype game when they played. So he was kind of involved with two hype, and he actually made out this tweet and said this. So guys, thatwalker basically tweeted this: I had no intention of getting involved, but since this keeps getting dragged on and people keep asking me what happened, I need to put my story out there. I'm sure a lot of you guys saw me playing the 2Hype basketball game, like I said guys, and appear a lot in their videos. I was told that I would be announced into the group after the fake 2Hype auditions. Remember when they had fans send videos to them for a chance to join 2Hype? Completely fake. The plan that fell through, and afterwards, I was completely ghosted and even found out that they talk shit behind my back. These were guys I thought were friends. Since they keep preaching they want the whole story told, I'd figure I'd put mine out there. Guys, this is absolutely intense, okay? Now, I was like, okay, I kind of had my story straight, or my opinion on the whole situation, but after reading this, like, it completely changed everything, okay? If you guys don't know, like, I'll show you like a little snippet, but yeah, if you guys don't know, like, LSK, and I remember, you know, even Zack, I think Zack mentioned in a video, a Jesser, they kind of hosted like 2Hype auditions. I remember that because guys, I actually applied for it, okay? I was still a small YouTuber. I remember I had like 2,000k subscribers, whatever. And you know, I was just like, yo, I like, this is a great opportunity. Like, I need to present myself, blah, blah. Made a full-on video, like edited it, make sure it was like super funny. Guys, I spent like a week putting it together, or like 5 days, something like that. But I spent every single second on that video, okay? And to know that those auditions were actually fake, it kind of hurt, guys. It kind of hurt because it didn't just give me hope, but it gave, like, you know, millions of people that did enter that contest hope, okay? And it was kind of sucky to get that feeling, and it kind of hurts just to see that happen. Now, like I said, guys, I had my opinion on the whole story. Now, I thought, you know, I understood where LSK and Zack TTG were coming from, okay? Probably they probably shouldn't have talked shit. Now, I don't know to what extent they talk shit, I don't know, but they probably shouldn't have done that. But when it came to the whole business side, that like, yo, Los, you ain't putting up, you know, enough videos or whatever, you ain't streaming enough, you know, like, I understand. It's just like 2Hype's a brand. It's kind of like a business, and sometimes family doesn't mesh well with business, okay? You have different views on it. So yeah, like, I understand that part. But after reading that the 2Hype auditions were fake and they did this to thatwalker, I don't know, guys. It kind of just put a salty taste in my mouth that I don't really know what this 2Hype group is about, okay? You know, in all honesty, guys, I'll give you my honest opinion. 2Hype was the reason I started YouTube, okay? 2Hype is literally one of the reasons. I watched their video, I think it was on Baller's Life, where they had like this like mini documentary, and that video made me want to do YouTube, okay? And it sucks to see that, you know, after hearing all this, like basically what 2Hype was really about, it kind of just, yeah, it kind of just demotivated me to kind of, not really to do YouTube, but it just demotivated me that they were actually the people I look up to, okay? They were the ones that motivated me, especially at times when I didn't feel like editing or I didn't feel like shooting a video. In all honesty, 2Hype kept me up there. And just to see this kind of happen, guys, it's absolutely, yeah, I don't really know how to explain it, okay? I know a lot of people are pretty butthurt with what's been happening because, you know, people love Los and people love TD, people love Walker. And to see them all gone out of the 2Hype group was just tough to see. Now, you guys want to give your own opinion on it, guys, make sure you leave them in the comments below. Like I said, I didn't ask like for you guys to subscribe or anything like that. I just want to fill you guys in with what's been happening with this whole 2Hype drama stuff. But yeah, like I said, guys, it really hurt to see that. Two Hype was one of the groups that I look up to. And it's because, guys, the reason why I look up to Two Hype is because they seem like the most transparent people, okay? Like, I feel like they weren't gonna go all Hollywood on you, you know, not like the FaZe Clan or like anyone like that. Like, I'm not saying FaZe Clan is, but I feel like those guys, yeah, everything's for money. Everything is to get famous, to get more fame and whatever like that. And I thought Two Hype was just a group that was just more about making content that we enjoy, especially in the basketball community. And they were kind of the leaders for us as a YouTube community for the basketball community, okay? So it was just really tough to see that it came to this. But yeah, like I said, guys, that's my opinion on it. You know, you can make your own judgment. But like I said, guys, leave me in the comments. Let me know what you think. And yeah, like I said, guys, this video isn't me like saying that I'm on LSK's side or I'm on Los's side. I don't really know whose side I'm on, okay? I understand both sides. But I don't know the full story, guys. I wasn't there. I ain't part of the Two Hype or anything like that. But just to hear this stuff that like thatwalker said, it really does open your eyes, and it kind of changes what you think about the whole Two Hype group. But I don't know whether I'm gonna still watch him. Like, yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out. But guys, I hope you did enjoy today's video. Like I said, you don't need to subscribe. If you are new here, you don't need to subscribe, okay? I just want to make this video about Two Hype just to fill you guys in. If you want to subscribe, hey, like, that's up to you. But guys, just want to say, if you watched till this point, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy today's video. It was something a bit different. But yeah, hope you still enjoyed, guys. All right, have a good day. Peace. I'll catch you tomorrow. All right, bye, guys.